Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm gonna give you guys some tips and tricks when it comes to the shotgun in Fortnite, because as you guys know, in the recent update they did take out the pump shotgun, so now we have a combat shotgun and then we have the tac. So I'm gonna be giving some tips and tricks on the shotgun to help you guys increase your damage with it, and honestly just the best way to use the new shotgun to your advantage. And before we get into the video, I'm going to be hosting a V-Buck giveaway, and if you guys want a chance to win some free V-Buck, all you need to do is to drop a like in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and as well subscribe to my second channel. The link for that will be down in the description below, and as well leave a comment of your Xbox gamer tag, PS4 gamer tag, or Epic account. And for the winner, I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks, in which you can buy skins, gliders, pickaxes, anything you want in the item shop, so make sure you guys enter. And as well, if you guys like to add me and support me as a creator in the item shop, all you have to do is go over to the item shop, go down to the bottom right, hit support a creator, and type in my code. My code is Younghumor, and you guys will have me supported as a creator. And alright guys, let's get to the video. So in this video, I'm mostly going to be talking about the new combat shotgun, just because I think it's a really important topic to cover when it comes to the damage it does, how to improve your aim with it, and as well just the best way to overall use the gun, because it definitely is a little bit different than the guns we've had previously when it comes to shotguns. So I definitely do want to be talking about it in this video. So as you guys know, there's only two shotguns in the game. You have the tac shotgun, and as well you have the combat shotgun. And so for the combat shotgun, it's a little bit different because the base damage is pretty low. It only does, like, I think for the purple one it does like 77, headshots is 137, so it doesn't do the most amount of damage as the pump used to do. It doesn't really do a ton of damage, and there's going to be a few key points you guys need to know in order to improve your aim and as well just improve the efficiency of using the weapon. And the first thing is, the shotgun does have a little bit more range than the pump used to have. It has sort of kind of the range of the heavy shotgun when it was back in the game, because that shotgun had a little bit more range than the pump, but the pump did a lot more overall damage. So with that being said, it does have a little bit more range than it normally would, and as well, so with the new combat shotgun, the spread on it is very low. In other words, the pellets are really close together, so you're going to be hitting for a lot more pellets a lot more consistently, so that could be a plus when it comes to improving your aim, and as well just hitting for more damage per shot. So you do have a little bit more range, like I said, and as well the pellet spread is a lot smaller. But there's one thing to keep in mind. I think it's either if you change your weapons or if you go to sprint and stop, your spread, it goes up a little bit, so it's not exactly how it normally is. So that's just one thing to keep in mind if you're switching your weapons, or if you come off a sprint. I think it's just only if you switch your weapons, the spread goes a little bit bigger, and then it takes like a second for it to go smaller. So that's just something to keep in mind and something to be aware about. But if you're point blank and right next to the other player, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. And the third thing that I wanted to talk about as far as the shotgun mechanics is the third thing I wanted to talk about is the fire rate of the shotgun. So in comparison to the tac, it shoots pretty similar because you can shoot off multiple shots really quickly. And when you actually look at the individual stats, as it says in the game menu, so if you just press the up and then you go over to the gun, you can see the fire rate, and with the pump shotgun it is 1.85, and then with the tac it is a 1.5, so it's a little bit faster when you shoot your pump, so you can fire off more rounds quicker than you would if you're using a tac shotgun. So that is definitely something to keep in mind when you're choosing between if you rather use a tac shotgun or you rather use the new combat shotgun. The combat shotgun does shoot a little bit quicker, but it's not going to make the biggest amount of difference. It's just something to keep in mind, because if you ever into a gunfight where you shoot the exact same time, you're going to be able to shoot off that second round with the combat shotgun a little bit quicker than you would if you're using a tac shotgun. So that's just something to keep in mind. And when it comes to using the shotgun as far as being efficient with it, the best way to use it, and from the time that I played the game pretty much all day on here for season 9, the first day, and the best way that I found when it comes to using the shotgun, of course you can use it in a few different ways, but the way that I found it being the most effective, and it's pretty much the same way as the tac used to be, and this is going to be in those really close range engagements. And of course if you want to be close range when it comes to the shotgun, but what I mean by close range engagements is you want to be really close to the other player, and what I mean by that is you want to be able to be close enough to get off that second shot, because if you're only going for single shots, maybe you're going for a shot, you place a floor, which really isn't that bad, but honestly when it comes to doing that with the new shotgun now, I just felt like I've been hitting for 20 and 30 damages consistently, and it really just isn't even worth it. You might as well just be using the drum gun or the SMG from high ground at that point. So that move really isn't the most effective to do, and you always want to put yourself in a position to be as close to the other player as possible. So when you get off that second shot, you want to be very close to the player and you want to be able to get it off, because otherwise if you're just going for the single damage shots, maybe you go for an edit or just something where you only go for one shot, most of the time you're only going to be hitting for like 20 or 30 damage. You're not going to be able to finish off the player, and even if you do hit for like 80 or so damage, you're not going to be able to finish off the player just because you're not going to be doing enough total damage. They're just going to box in and really just drag out the fight for a very long time, so that could just be super annoying to deal with and just something you have to consider. So, and that's just really the same how it used to be with the tac shotgun. You really need to be as close to the other player as possible, and one really good way to do this is you honestly just have to W key the player as hard as possible. So you want to be as close as you can. So after you get off that first shot, and this is something that I just did to this player right here using the drum gun, because even though he was building, I was so close to the other player that I was just going right through his builds, and there was pretty much basically nothing he could do. And you have to do the same thing when you're using the combat shotgun. You want to be close enough to the other player, even if he builds, you're still able to get off that second shot. The only downfall of that is you have to be careful that the other player doesn't go for a trap kill or something like that. But a lot of time, if you're that close to the other player, they're going to be panicking a ton, and you're going to be able to get off that second shot and do a ton of damage really quickly. And as far as improving your accuracy with the shotgun, there is a few ways you can go about it, and there's been a few really good ways that I've gone about it when it comes to using it in game. And so the first thing I want to talk about is of course the spread, which I mentioned earlier. As you can see right here in this game, the spread is very low on the shotgun, meaning that's going to be very accurate and even from those ranges. So aiming down your sights with the shotgun with this combat shotgun isn't going to be as necessary as it was if you're using a tac, or if you're using if you're using the original pump shotgun, because the spread is a little bit bigger, meaning the pellets are going to be a little bit wider, which means you're not going to be hitting for max damage every single time. But with the spread a little bit lower, it's going to make it a little bit easier to hit your shots for more pellets, even though that the max damage isn't as much, but kind of just has what you have to deal with since the pump is not in the game. So you're going to be hitting for a lot more pellets a lot more consistently, and you're going to be hitting a little bit more from ranges. So aiming down your sights with this shotgun I've found to be a little bit less important than it was before. And of course you can still aim down your sights with the new combat shotgun. It's still going to be very effective, because you are going to get a little bit boost of aim assist for those of you guys who are on controller. But mainly if you just go and practice on hip firing the new shotgun, I feel like that's going to be one of the best ways to improve with the shotgun, because like I said, you really don't need to aim down your sights a ton with it, just because the spread is super small. So practicing it without aiming down your sights is going to be very effective, and you're going to find a lot of use for it. And lastly, real quick, I want to be talking about the tactical shotgun and a few reasons why you might want to consider it over the pump. And for the base damage with the tactical shotgun, it's going to be at 79. The regular pump, or the new combat shotgun, whatever you want to call it, is going to be at 77. So it is 2 points above what the tactical shotgun is. And also with that said, meaning that the headshot damage is going to be slightly higher, and so the maximum damage you can get with the new shotgun is going to be 137, and with the tac I think it's like 156. It definitely know it's over 150 for sure. So it is a huge thing to keep in mind that the tactical shotgun can do 150 damage for a headshot, because 150 damage, most of the players in public matches are going to be running around on 150, and that's exactly what I'm doing in this gameplay right here. So running around on 150 damage or 150 HP is really going to be normal in most cases, and you're going to be able to do a lot of one tacs as opposed to the pump shotgun, which is only going to hit for 130. So you pretty much have to hit the player for 2 consecutive shots unless they are lower than 150 HP. But since the tac shotgun does hit for a little bit more damage, in my opinion, I feel like it might be even better to use this in a game mode like Arena, because just right there I hit the guy for 30 damage straight in the chest. I feel like I hit him dead on. So I feel like the tac shotgun would actually be the better option when it comes to Arena mode, just because in Arena you're going to be hitting for the most amount of damage you possibly can, even though you're not going to be hitting for as consistently, just because the tac shotgun does have a little bit bigger of a spread. But I do feel like if you use the tac shotgun in arena mode, hitting for this maximum amount of damage, especially in the late game, is going to be very effective. So that's what I would recommend in playing arena. But of course I'm still trying it out. I don't know for 100% sure if I really want to do that, but that's just my guess. Since it does hit for a little bit more damage, I feel like I would want to use the tac shotgun over the pump any day of the week. And with that that being said, that's wrap up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope you guys liked it, and if you guys could, drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on my notifications to be notified for every single new video, and alright guys, I'll see you next video.